Welcome to the crafty collaboration for autumn 2024. We used everything. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel.
Hello.
I've got Kirk again.
Yeah.
As I said, it is the autumn 2024 collaboration organised by Mini Scenes GB. So thank you very much to Tracy for organising this. And this is our contribution.
This is. And I'm just using some old bits of clay that we've had lying around. And you will see me removing throughout this video little bits of, I don't know what they are. I think you must have done something and put loads of little tiny little pink stars in.
Might be.
So as I am rolling it out, you will see the collection in the top right hand corner get bigger.
There may have been some glitter.
It's not glitter. They're little solid stars.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I am using a tray that you made.
I made this ages ago and I didn't like the colour.
No, but it was perfect for this.
Yeah.
So I am making a little tinfoil hill, little mound, and a cross out of some random sticks that we had lying around.
I think they're kebab sticks.
I think they're probably, yeah, they were the skewers.
They're the skewers, yeah. Kebab skewers.
Yeah. So repurposed kebab skewers.
There's a lot of repurposing that went on.
There was a hell of a lot, yeah. And I've just put some clay over the base of it, and I'm just trimming it now just to make it a little bit tidier. And I'm going to
bake it.
No, don't bake it yet. I haven't even finished molding it yet.
Right.
I am stippling it with the tin foil to make it look muddy, mud-like.
As you can tell, Kirk is in his artiste mode.
I am. And so what I'm doing now is putting some armature wire around the...
I think you'll find that was my jewellery wire.
It's armature wire for this.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. What
did you use my jewellery wire on then?
I didn't.
You did?
No.
That I'm sure is my jewellery wire.
No, it's armature wire.
Okay.
Anyway, so
it is my jewellery wire.
I'm going to make a scarecrow.
Ooh.
And I've made the wireframe for the body, and that is what I'm doing now, is putting some tin foil around it just so that when I put the clay on, it's got something to attach or stick to, but also it makes it a little lot lighter. So it just makes it easier to work with, and you can actually pick it up once it's finished, which is always a good thing, really.
It's always a good idea. Yeah.
So I've done the body, and I'm just giving it a bit of a smooth, really. So as you can see, the one arm is a little bit longer than the other. The proportions are not right
as yet,
but oh look, there's the star being removed there. Did you see that?
I did. I did. There's another one there. So.
I'll pull that one out in a minute. So and I'm just wrapping the legs. It's speeded up quite a lot because this
took him forever.
Took quite a
forever.
It did. It took quite a long time.
And the mess. Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, those stars got everywhere.
It wasn't the stars. I mean, you can just imagine. That's what you can see on camera. You should have seen the rest of the desk.
Spotless.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've smoothed it out a little bit now, and I am just putting some little worms of clay in there just for the post, because the skewer is going right the way through him. I wanted to make it look as if it's actually been attached to the post.
Mm-hmm.
Hindsight, my execution of the post could have been a little better, but for for the purposes of this, I think it looks really good. And now I'm just doing some dungarees.
This was the first time you've done this.
This is
display,
This is the first time I've ever actually done anything like this. Yes, I watched a couple of videos, so now I'm an expert. So, yeah.
I don't think it works quite like that.
No. So I put a little bit more around his belly just to give him a little bit of feels as if it's been stuffed with straw.
Yeah.
And so that's the top bit of his dungarees coming in. You don't see that later on because when I baked it, it broke.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, but it snapped off.
Oh.
I was a little too vigorous in my carving.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So now I'm just detailing the edges. Really, I'm just putting the dungarees. I'm just putting a bit of extra on there, really. And now I'm doing his shorts or his jeans.
Shorts. It's autumn. He needs jeans.
No, he's got jeans on. And what I've done is I've pinched the bottom as well, so it looks like the bottom has actually been
got straw coming out.
No, it's actually been stitched, so the straw doesn't come in.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing a scarecrow, the last thing you want to do is all of the straw coming out the legs.
Well, Wurzel Gummidge had straw coming out of his legs.
Who?
Wurzel, don't make it out like you don't know who Wurzel Gummidge is.
Way before my time.
Oh, you are such... I cannot believe he is such a little fibber.
Oh.
He knows who Wurzel Gummidge is
and
Aunt Sally.
Okay. No.
That's your lion face.
No, I don't have one of those. So, anyway.
Sorry. We digress.
So I've cut a load of tiny little pieces of
jewelry wire.
This is your jewelry wire.
Mm-hmm.
I'll knit that one. And I'm just making the skeletal frame for hand.
Oh.
And so I'm trying to do some fingers, but it is extremely fiddly trying to do that with that wire, as you can see.
Yeah.
So I've got one piece, folded it in half, twisted it, and then I'm twisting all those pieces together just to make the
fingers.
The fingers.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think I did it 3 times.
And then did you give up?
No.
Okay.
I had to do it 3 times. The first one I did, I was a little overzealous in the twisting and I snapped them off.
I'm sensing a theme. Over vigorous.
That's where I live, really.
Okay.
Yeah, so I roll.
Don't think we need to announce that.
Well, it's out there now.
Indeed.
And now I've got some tiny little bits there, and I am just covering the fingers. Obviously, you can see there that
it's chunky fingers.
Well, they're full of straw.
Well, they're still chunky.
Yeah. He's not going to have dainty fingers if he's got
might do
straw.
You could get a dainty fingered scarecrow.
Did Wurzel?
Oh, so you do know who Wurzel is?
No.
Ah, caught you.
I'm going to have a quick Google now.
No, you aren't.
Anyway, I am attaching the hand to the now appropriate sized arm, and then just putting some clay around it just to blend it in. It looks like the sleeve is going into the glove,
mm-hmm.
And then I'm just doing the same for the other side.
It does look very fiddly. Did you enjoy doing it?
I did actually. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good fun.
Are you going to become a clay maker now?
I think I will do some more in clay. Yes.
Okay.
I'd quite like to have a go with just doing. I just enjoyed doing all the little details on the hands and I think for my first project, I think it turned out really well. I was really pleased with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I if I watch a couple more videos, then I should be just
super expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it works, isn't it? No?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. And so now I am just cutting up some tiny little white pieces there, and they are going to be patches for his trousers. I'm just going to do a couple of patches on his knees and one on his
Bib.
On his bib.
That's what they're called. That bit of the dungarees is called a bib.
Okay.
Did you not know that?
I did not.
There you go. Fun fact.
Every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day.
Yeah.
We are inspirational and educational.
Yeah.
That bit of the dungarees is called a bib.
Wow. Okay. And the white bit there, I'm just doing some little stringy bits and twisting them together to make some little bits of rope, so it looks like he's actually been tied to the pole.
Yeah.
And then also going to do a couple of bits on his feet there, so it looks like the rope is actually tied the trouser together to stop the straw from coming out. And now for the head.
This took 2 attempts, didn't it?
It did take 2 attempts because my original one was going to be a sackcloth hat or head, and I showed it to you, and you went, "I don't like that."
I did.
You went, "Do it again."
I didn't say it quite like that.
You went, "No," and I thought that one looked really good. If you look there, it's just a cloth hat.
Is that the cloth hat one?
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
No, I just thought it looked really good.
No.
That was of the 2. I think that was the better one.
No.
And you poo-pooed it.
I did not poo-poo it. I simply said
that's me there.
My vision was a pumpkin.
Okay.
With a hat like Wurzel Gummidge wore.
Yeah, but I didn't know who Wurzel Gummidge is.
Stop it!
So this is the second attempt at the pumpkin. So I did a ball over the tinfoil again, just for the light, and then I cut some tiny little pieces and then just folded them over the top to create the little, I don't know, dents of the pumpkin.
The shape of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
I know. I know what you mean, but I don't know what they're called.
No,
I'm sure they've probably got a name.
I'm sure they've got a name.
I'm not a pumpkin expert, I'm afraid.
Are you not?
No.
No. So I've put some eyes in, and I'm just doing a mouth now. It wasn't I didn't really have a plan for the face. It was just a couple of eyes and
just a pumpkin face.
A pumpkin, yeah.
Standard pumpkin face.
A standard pumpkin face.
That's all good scarecrows should have.
Unless they've got a cloth one.
No.
And this is going to be his scarf. And just a little scarf around there.
Little bandana,
yeah. Just to
show that he's a trendy scarecrow.
He is a trendy scarecrow, but it was also just to
keep his neck warm.
Hide the neck as well. But yes, because sitting out in the field all day, you're going to get cold.
And what did you name the scarecrow?
Eric.
And what is the name of the 3D printer?
Eric.
What is the name of pretty much everything?
Eric.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing an issue here. So now I am doing a hat.
Wonderful.
To stop him from getting sunburned.
It's autumn. You won't get sunburnt. It's going to get wet.
Well, it will keep his face from getting wet then, wouldn't it?
That's true.
Yeah, and now I've put a bit of string around the top of the hat just to finish it off, and then just detailing around the patches. So I've just done the tiny little bits where it's been sewn.
Mm-hmm. Ah, me.
It's you.
So I am making some leaves. I've got some blood money.
Yeah, I think it's called.
I'm sure it's called blood money.
Yeah,
and it's from the Tiny Turner range. And it's a Katie Sue mold, which is one of my absolute favourite molds. I love it, and I filled in. Now I did miss some bits, and that's deliberate, and you'll see why, because I know that with chameleon powders you're supposed to back them in black to make them pop, but I thought that blacks doesn't really work for me, so I actually backed it in green. And where you'll see when I demold, where I demold them, it looks like the green leaf is actually going goldeny colour.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then these were some boulders that I had left over from absolutely ages ago, And the plan was to make like a little pond. So again, the little tiny coaster keyring kind of thing was something that I'd made a while ago, it was in our odd bin, and I just coated it with some blue resin and then a little bit of green resin just to give it that sort of pondy, lakey kind of look. And I made some stands with the leftover.
Shocker.
Well, it's important to not waste anything. Waste not, want not, as my nan used to say.
Yep.
So this is the demold of the leaves. And as you can see, it looks, the idea was that it looks like they're turning from the summer green into the autumn gold. And then I wanted to have like a little sort of streamy brook, waterfally thing.
Waterfall, yeah.
So I used a glue gun. I was going to make sort of some streams, which is what those bits are on the side, but I figured that that's not going to work. So I just put the glue straight onto the stones, and I say stones, it's made from Aquacast, and then just poured some blue and green resin, ultraviolet down them, and then cured it as it dripped down. And then I had some moss. It's your moss, isn't it, from your model making?
Yeah.
And I just put some Mod Podge over the top and just sort of sprinkled the moss. I say sprinkled, it doesn't sprinkle very well, but that was my contribution.
Yeah. And I've finished baking, Eric.
Yes.
And now I'm just giving it a paint. So I've painted the base. I've just given that a black base at the moment, and then I'm going through the trousers, painting them blue. Patches I'm going to put yellow just so that they stand out
and blend with the base.
What, the yellow?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to actually paint that different colour in a minute, but yeah. And then pumpkin colour.
Yes, obviously. Hands pumpkin colour. Pumpkinish.
It's a combination of a couple of the colours, because I didn't want it to look exactly the same as the pumpkin.
You wanted the straw.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I wanted it straw-like. If I was to do that again, I would put bits of straw sticking out of places.
We don't have straw.
You can make straw.
Okay.
Make straw out of clay.
Okay. Yeah. That would probably be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and then top of the dungarees, top of his shirt is green, and then the rest of the dungarees are going to be blue. So it's he's got a green shirt with blue dungarees and bright yellow patches. So I think he'll stand out in the middle of the field.
He certainly would. Would he scare anything though?
I think he looks quite intimidating if you're a crow.
Okay.
No? You don't think so?
I don't know. It's difficult to say because we can't really see him. We'll have to. Oh, there he is. Let's see what he looks like with his face on.
So I didn't have a small enough brush, because my paintbrush collection amounts to about 4 brushes.
It did.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of them was used for Mod Podge a while ago, so it's
that wasn't me.
It's quite it's not many brushes now.
Yeah.
Many bristles. It's one big.
It's just one giant solid bristle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought I would use the tip of one of those little micro brushes.
I love those micro brushes.
That's
so
actually
good.
Got the
spongy bit on.
No, I've ripped that off.
Oh, okay.
And it's great for just the tiny little details.
Yeah. I like those brushes.
Yeah, they're really good. And those are just a couple of molds so that I could balance him on those while I painted the rest, and didn't get it all over my tray and just ruin the paint job.
Which used to be my cooking tray.
It did.
chopping tray.
Yeah.
But I don't like the pattern, so that's why it's now a clay tray.
And for anybody that's wondering, before you put it in the comments, no, I am not a professional artist. You're laughing at what?
Nothing. Nothing.
I just thought I'd put that out there, just in case someone's going, "Oh, no, that's such a professional job." So now I am.
I nearly choked on my squash then.
Painting the base, more of a muddy green, and then I'm putting down some grass.
Some grass.
Bit of grass, bit of fine.
Would you have grass in the middle of a cornfield, though?
You'd have some growing.
Well,
because that bit's cut out, isn't it? So
yeah, it is.
You mocking me?
I was mocking you a little bit, yes. Just, you know.
And then I'm going to use some of your moss to make it look like little big tufts of grass.
Of weed. Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
Weeds, basically.
Yeah. I just thought, I'm just putting on an appropriate size amount of grass, and then I'm recycling the bits that fell off that didn't stick anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the Scarecrow pretty much done. So now, what am I doing now?
I have no idea. Oh, I know, the fence.
The fence. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Scarecrow's going to go one side. Your waterfall is going the other. And we need a little fence to go around it. So I'm going to make a little picket fence. So I cut the little posts for the fence and a piece of armature wire, and then just put the wire into it, and then just cover it up with a tiny little bit of clay over the top of it, just so that they know. Oh, look! So,
photo bomb.
Was that a photo bomb?
That was a little bit of a photo bomb.
Yes.
You've been threatening me for ages that the next time I do that, you're going to leave it in, and you've actually done it.
Every time I record something, either your hand or your head or something goes in it, and it's a nightmare trying to actually edit you out. So I thought, no, I'm going to leave you in.
Luckily, it's speeded up so fast that it's like people won't even know that I was there.
Well, we've just talked about it for a little while, so you can actually go back frame by frame and just see your hair.
No one's going to do that. Crazy man.
Anyway, I've baked the fence.
Yes.
And now I am painting it a wood colour. Which is I think this was the
same colour as our shed.
Well, that's appropriate fence colour then.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I think this was the burnt umber, I think it's called. And this is a light, quite a light colour. And then I'm going to go over some of the bits after and just darken some of them. So it looks like it's weathered.
Yeah.
So it's going to look like it was a nice dark colour, but it's been bleached by the sun and the weather has
done its thing.
Done it, yeah, ruined it a little.
Yeah, as weather is wont to do.
Indeed. So it's what it is really. It's a fence.
It is indeed a fence.
So after. I think this is about.
Oh look, there's your head.
Yeah. Photo bomb myself then.
You did.
I thought I'd leave that one in as well. Right, so that's that bit done. So once that's dried by the power of YouTube, it's now dry. And
it's just the assembling of everything, isn't it?
No, I'm just doing the darkening now. So just doing where it's going to attach to your tray. I'm just going through each one of them and just darkening them up a little bit and just basically I'm just creosoting the fence.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only only certain little bits, just the bottom, because that bit won't have got as much sun.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it'd add to the realism, because obviously my paint job is so good that
I think it was okay. I think it looks all right.
okay.
Well, we shall see when the final piece is put together, which I think once that's dry, that's what you're doing now.
Yeah. So I'm just one of the other reasons why I did the fence like that was because I could actually do this. So yeah, a little bit of the Quick Bond UV just to attach the post to the tray. This was it was quite tricky to start with.
I suppose until you've got a couple of them on there,
Yeah.
it was quite difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then once I got a couple in there, I was in the zone. And then it was just touching up the bits that I'd forgotten to paint.
Missed.
And then on the top, just giving it a quick blast with the UV, just to finish it off. And then it's assembling the oh no, it's not, more moss. So what's a fence?
What's a fence without moss?
Yeah, what's a fence without some bits of grass growing?
That is very true.
Yeah.
Well, it's a tidy fence, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So yeah, so I've I don't do all of them. I think about I got bored 2/3 of the way through. I thought, I really can't be bothered now.
Well, I suppose it's true. Yeah.
And then they started like sticking to each other and that, and I just thought,
Enough's enough. It looks okay.
You get the
you get the general gist.
So a bit of Mod Podge, and this is the waterfall side. So I'm going to put your waterfall in now. One of the rocks was not appropriately attached, so I
did say be very gentle with them.
I was, as you could see. So I stuck it down with a bit of Mod Podge and a bit of UV.
I didn't know that you did that.
But did I stick it down?
No, that you broke it.
That's because my repair job was so good. Yeah.
It was. So we'll stick some pictures at the end.
Yep.
Maybe even a video. You never know.
Who knows?
Let us know what you think in the comments. Once again, thank you very much to Tracy from Mini Scenes for organising this collaboration.
Yeah, thank you.
And have a really good look at the playlist, guys, because there are some fantastic resin creators amongst them, and I hope you really enjoy going through them and watching everything.
Yeah, we will.
I hope it's been a bit inspirational for you, and hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.